Wrapping it up for you because it is 9 o'clock. And it is time for the Jay Francis Radio Show coming up here right now on 90.5 KLCO.
You're listening to 90.5 KLCO Los Angeles.
The following show contains strong language and adult material. Parental discretion is advised. Well, it's Friday, March 3rd? Oh my God. And it's time for Flip Up,
Hey, buddy, that's my skirt.
Flip Off,
Hey, a-hole, that's my parking spot.
Horny Drink Friday. And tearing it up from coast to coast, the two hosts that know how to horny drink the most, the Jay Francis Radio Show. And now, coming to you live from the west side, here he is flying solo tonight. It's Jay Francis.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much, Tom. It's you and I, so it's not just me. And welcome 90.5 KLCO, Los Angeles, Newport, Oregon, and on the internet, a Facebook, MySpace, the tweeters at Twitter, all via the streams of YouNow.com TV and Ustream.com /Jay Francis /Jay Francis Radio Show on the other. It is Flip Up, Horny Drink Friday. I've got my bottles of alcohol right here. We are going to be getting drunk tonight. Pippi is not with us. I am your host. Pippi, well, she is. She's invisible tonight. We'll be talking to the invisible Pippi in just a little bit. Yeah, I know. I know. All right. T telling me my headphones. I know where they're at. Okay. So yeah, we'll be talking to the invisible Pippi. Pippi is actually out on a Girl Scouts camping trip with our daughter. She's having a blast. She does not like camping, but apparently she's having a good time. They got there today and having a good time. So that's good for Pippi. What's up, Prince Danny 2007, Jack in the Green 62 over there at over at you now, and welcome over at Ustream, John Clem and all of you. Let me go over here to the chat. Hey, John, what's up? What's up, Corazon? What's up, everybody over there? Hey guys, how you doing? It is Flip Up, Flip Off, Horny Drink Friday. And it's a free-for-all tonight. I wasn't planning on doing the show, but then I said, well, why the hell not? We could talk about politics if we wanted to, because Pippi's not here. Or the invisible Pippi will be here soon. Oh, that's good. Little vodka and the Coke Zero ready to go. What's up, Corazon? What's going on? What's up, Corazon? Now over at you now. Alrighty. Pippi's off on her big Girl Scouts weekend camping trip with our daughter. She sent a couple pictures over. She's having a good time. They're in cabins, not tents, so she's happy about that. There is bathrooms with showers, so she's happy about that. Because I mean, we when we would grow up, go camping, we always went to a place called Wilderness Pines. It was called Wilderness Pines. It's up in Idlewild. It's now called Thousand Trails. It's actually one of those timeshare resort things now, but it is camping, and they do have tent camping, and they have built not built, but they're motor homes. The deluxe model is like a mobile home, that can sleep. It's like a big guy that sleeps like 3 families or something like that. I mean, but it's still, the park is still there. But we used to go up every summer since I can remember till I was about 14, and my brother, because I had 3 older brothers and then 1 younger brother. So my younger brother, he went the last year, and then I didn't go, and that was that. But we went pretty much for 2 weeks every summer to this place, and it was a blast because we go at the same time every year. and all the same people would be there at that same time every year, and it was like having summer friends for 2 weeks. You know, we had the Ron Cools and all those people. It was great. It was a lot of fun. It was always very, very packed. Lots of kids, lots going on. A big fishing pond, game room, swimming pool, hiking, horseback riding, horseshoes, tennis, volleyball. They offered everything. The hay rides, you name it. Yeah, you could Huff and Puff, or not. That was the other place, Huff and Puff Park. That was the place you went after you were when you were like 16, 17. That was the cool Mission Bay in San Diego. Corazon, you probably know where Mission Bay is. What's up, you now new person? Loved Mission Bay out in San Diego. That's what my brothers, when they got older, they started going to Mission Bay with the church group that we all went to school with. It's Catholic, so they're all partiers. So it was so much fun. So yeah, when I was like 15, 16, I started going with them to Mission Bay because it was. I mean, you grow out of that whole, lizard hunting and the hikes, and I mean, it got to be okay. I'm getting older now. The 2 weeks is kind of long. I want to go like somewhere cool for like 4 or 5 days. It's like Mission Bay is a great place to go. But yeah, I've done my share of camping in tents. I love tent camping. I think it's the best. I think it's the real deal. We're all gonna have to get used to it here pretty soon. when all the shit goes down, well, I'll be living in fucking tents. Hopefully Trump doesn't make that happen. That would suck. Yeah, so Mission Bay, yeah, great place. Love that place. Love the beach and everything. That's fun. But this other place up in Ottawa is great too. We had a blast. I mean, we've always had a blast doing stuff like that. I mean, we get so psyched like a month or like maybe 3 weeks before the trip. We would get all the camping gear out from the garage rafters and set the tent up, sweep it out, air it out. We'd even sleep in the tent one night over the weekend just to get let's get prepared for camping. It's an exciting time. There was one year. Now this is the deal. My brothers were getting, because my brother. Okay, so I'm like Malcolm in the Middle, if you will. In fact, that show is pretty much based on our family. I know we've talked about this before. Even the youngest kid, his name is Dewey. That was our nickname for our little brother. We called him Dewey. There was a present. It was a present thing, and we asked him something. He said Dewey. We always known him as. We just called him Dewey. So there's like a 6-year gap between me and the brother above me, and then there's like a 1.5 year gap between the three of them. So they're getting up in age, and this was the last time at the Idlewild campgrounds, because what my dad would do, because he had his own business, so he'd have to stay and run the business. So what he would do is drive us up, drop us off, help set everything up. Well, we'd set everything up anyway because we knew what the hell we were doing. But he'd hang out and he'd stay the night. He'd come for the weekend. He'd drive us up on a Friday night. After work, we'd have everything ready to go. He'd pull up from work and load the van, get it ready to go. And then he'd stay the weekend, drive back on Sunday, and then back to work Monday. And then he would sometimes come up in the middle, because we stayed 2 weeks. He would come up for the next weekend and hang out for the weekend, then go back home, and then come back and pick us up. So we were without a car. It was great. We loved it. But we had friends there that my mom knew all these people and they had cars. They'd drive her into the city down the hill where you can buy real groceries, because they had like a general store there that had a lot of stuff, but it was expensive. And most people wanted to go to the grocery store in the town and go to church on Sunday. They did go over to church on Sunday. So at the little wood shack church there, it's still there too to this day, because I was recently up there probably like 4 years ago, and it's still there. It's not the same pastor. He passed away not that long ago though. So, but he was. It's awesome. The Rustic Movie Theater in town of Idlewild. Okay, man. I swear to God, you hear it because there's no air conditioning or anything, and so they had these fans during the movie on the ceilings hanging. It's like, can you turn the movie up just a little bit? I remember seeing Jaws there at the Rustic when it came out, when Jaws first came out. I believe it was 79, I think, when Jaws came out, something like that. But I remember that. Good times. But anyway, my brothers are now 18, 17, 18, or one's 17, one's almost 19. They're doing this is their pretty much their last official Idlewild trip because they're done with it. I was like 13, I think, or something. Or no, I was like 12, and yeah, that's right, I was 12 because 13. I went 2 years after that till I was 14. Then that was it for me. My little brother went 1 year after that, and that was it for him. And it kind of died out for a little while. Then we all went back as a family group, like 10 or 15 years later, and it was fun. That was a lot of fun. But anyway. We load up the van, the whole business. Well, my brothers, my two middle, not the oldest, but the next two before myself and my little brother, they decide they want to bring beer this time to make the camping trip more fun. And they're going to have their own tent. They went out and got a tent, and they're going to have their own tent so they can hide the beer in a cooler in the tent. All right. So geniuses, what they didn't realize is when you're driving, you don't want to put your beer where you can hear it going ting, 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 the bottle's tingling and rattling. Okay, you've got to. What you need to do is be rolling these beers in newspaper. Okay, and then packing them so you don't hear the tinkle, 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 tinkle. So all the way up, my dad's driving, and the funny thing is the big joke in our family was whenever we drive somewhere and we have one of the family, we crack the window of the car just a little bit so it goes and lets that sound in, because my dad used to do that shit all the time because he had a cigarette. He'd blow it out the window because he couldn't go that long without the smoke, and he had to smoke. I get it, I understand it. So but all the way up, he hears the beer bottles jingling. All right, he knows damn well what's going on. He's not stupid. All right, he doesn't say a freaking word all the way up either. Stays the weekend, and just before he leaves on Sunday, he goes, "Hey, by the way, boys," he calls the two over. He goes, "Let's go into your tent." He goes, and oh God, I almost knocked my drink over on the damn console. I moved it to you. Yes, I will. And he goes, underneath that blanket, he goes, "You want to open that cooler and bring all that beer out?" It was on ice, getting cold. What's up, Andre Cara? What's going on? Welcome to you now. So they're like, "What?" He's like, "Phoop, phoop," and he grabs all the bottles. He goes, digs a hole. He goes, "Start dumping." And they're sitting there with like 2 12-packs, and they're dumping beer into the hole. He's like, now put dirt over it." Okay, now I can go home. And he counted every one of them. There wasn't any missing yet because they were waiting for him to leave. Because my mom, you can get away with murder. All right? Believe me, you can get away with murder. But my dad, you couldn't. If we feared I'm telling you, we feared my dad's punishments. We feared with my mom was when she grabbed the damn wicker broom and chased you with it. And she's all of like 5'1", all right? And she's chasing you down the street with this wicker broom. You're running for your life because she meant business with that stuff. But if we got in little trouble like that, it was easy it was easy to push over my mom. She protected us, okay? And my dad always used to say, "Quit hiding behind the skirts," Get out here and take it like a man. Son of a bitch, So if you ever did something at home, you're like, "Oh, wait till your father gets home. I'm going to tell him." You're like, "Oh, that's how my mom got you to behave," okay? When my dad got home, she wouldn't mention it. And you're like, but that's how she got you to behave. "Wait till I'm going to tell your father." Yeah, you behaved right away. She didn't want dad to know. Fuck no. He's going to hit. No. So he made sure that was all dumped and gone. But they tried to, when they went into the town, they tried to ask a guy 21 to buy him some beer. It didn't work. And they tried to sneak one of my mom's wine coolers. Because my mom would sit there at night with the campfire and drink wine coolers and knit and bitch with their friends. They do crocheting. And they would sit there and knit and bitch. They'd bitch about all the bullshit. The bills, oh my God, they're, the same thing we bitch about now. We laughed at it then. Oh, listen to them knit and bitch. But we do the same damn thing. We bitch about the bills, how expensive they're getting, But back then, all they had was a fucking gas bill. an electric bill and a water bill. That was it. I mean, because there was no fucking cable TV. It was a fucking antenna on your goddamn thing. You only got so many channels, and that was it. If you had one of these video disc players, you can get one of the big ones that look like records. We had one of those. You could watch a movie, but you had to go rent it, or a VCR. But you had basic fucking TV before cable took over. That was it. So, but still, fucking $35,000 they paid for their house in like 1964. $35,000. That's a fucking car these days. That's not even that's a basic fucking car. Let's see. We got. I don't know if I can take that call. That's a business call from one of my guys. I can't take that call. But I am gonna. But I am going to get to the phones here in just a moment. But yeah, so good times up there. My dad caught them with the brouhaha, so that didn't work out in their favor too well. But they did manage to sneak one of my mom's wine coolers while she wasn't looking, and they split it between the two of them because at that age they had a couple of girls at the Gretchen and Hillary. God, I remember their names too. Gretchen and Hillary. Because my one brother that's right above me liked Gretchen, and the brother above him liked Hillary. So they were sneaking the beers up there to have a little tipsy to get a little lucky, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. In fact, they were doing that because, this is what every guy wants to be. Oh, God, what the hell? What the hell is that? Oh, it is. There it is. Okay, thank you, Tom. I did not realize it was so big. Yes. Give me another beer, a wine cooler, and let's do this. Yeah, all right? There you go. Okay, well, there you go. We are going to be, is this the right? No, this is okay, I got to go here. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, I got it. Shut up. You're playing me here and you're losing my train of thought. I got it. Okay, so Invisible Pippi is going to be coming in right now, and we're going to talk to Invisible Pippi. Invisible Pippi, are you there? Are you with us right now?
Yes, Jay Francis.
Oh, you are. Okay. Okay. T, can you turn her mic up a little bit? Now, I understand that you're invisible. You're transforming through time. Your body is at the camping trip, but your spirit and your everything else is here because you wanted to come in and say hi. Is that correct?
Yes, Jay Francis.
Perfect. Excellent. Did you know that they're going to be banning straws in Huntington Beach?
Oh, that sucks.
Doesn't it? I mean, that really does. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Huntington Beach now, if it wasn't bad enough with the plastic fucking bags, the new ordinance on the ballot for 2018 is plastic straws. Plastics, because they get the fish actually get they get into their gills or whatever, and it clogs it. They wound up jokes. I mean, what do you think of people that throw straws into the ocean, Pippi?
Those bastards.
I know. I totally agree, because that would suck to suffocate, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's no fun. Nobody wants that. But yeah, they're planning to ban the straws.
No, Jay Francis.
I know. I don't want it either, Pippi. I know. I'm with you on that. But I hear you do have to get back because it is. I know that you guys have to. I hear it's lockdown at 9:30, lights out there at the camping trip, and there's they wake you up like boot camp or something early in the morning. But you don't mind getting up early in the morning, right?
No, Jay Francis.
I didn't think so. In fact, I know that. Is it true that sometimes you get up early and you actually wake up the birds?
Yes, Jay Francis.
That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I thought. All right, Pippi. Anything else you want to add?
I'm getting drunk and horny right now.
Are you serious? Did you take a sip of my drink? Did you sip?
Yes, Jay Francis.
You did? Oh my gosh! Wow. So you're getting drunk and horny. Well, all right. Well, are there any good-looking guys out there at the camp?
Asshole.
They're all assholes. Okay. All right. All right. Well, Pippi, thank you for checking in with us, and you better get back. Are you still here?
No, J. Francis.
Well, then how are you saying that? All right, you better. What is this?
I'm wearing pasties tonight.
You are? Are you Pippi? And they're too bad you're invisible. Well, darn it, save that for me because last night was good, but it's been like a few days, and now I'm really horny, and you're gone. You're gonna be gone. So, do you mind if I have a girl over?
No, J. Francis.
Oh, really? Great. Well, excellent. All right, Pippi. Have a good night and enjoy your camping trip and enjoy the horseback riding and don't get too bow-legged, if you know what I mean. Uh-huh.
Yes, J. Francis.
I know you know what I mean. Okay, Pippi. All right, that was Pippi. You're back, Cortisone. Pippi checked in with us. She's invisible. It was her spirit checking in with us, and that was great. All righty. It's only 9:20. T. I need Pippi here. Pippi makes the show important with her nonsense. It helps me feed off her nonsense. But I know she is bummed about the stupid plastic straw ban. It is really ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I cannot fathom the idea of. I mean, now we're gonna have to drink out of glasses at restaurants and shit. There's no straw now. How well are your dishwashers? Are they really sanitizing these glasses to where we can be putting our lips on this glass now? Where other people who may have some kind of fungal disease in their lips or something, who knows, with all these new rare diseases coming in from immigrants, by the way. Illegal ones only. No. How can it be just illegal immigrants bringing in different? It's all people. See, people don't realize that. You got to understand when you migrate people from there's certain species and shit over there that if they got into your luggage or whatever you're bringing over here and got over here, they would ruin our. It's a whole balance. This is why Australia doesn't allow any kind of foreign. It's a 6-month class to even be considered to move there for 6 months on a trial basis. Pippi's actually calling in right now. Pippi, we just talked. Pippi, we just talked to your.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're on the.
Is this a show?
Well, you were just in here. You were Invisible Pippi answering questions for us.
Oh my gosh!
And now you're back. Now I know you're back at the camp now. Great, awesome.
Oh.
Okay, so you made it back. Okay, excellent. And I know you said you were getting drunk and horny and you had pasties on.
Pasties.
On the phone, Pippi, everybody. She's calling.
Not today. Not tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, wow, you come in really loud and clear on the phone. That's nice.
Do I really? And I'm not even close.
And you're
crazy.
Far out in the mountainsides here.
I didn't think I'd even have phone service, and
you
looks
do.
like there's
so
a
you're
plug
happy now, right? You're
right
happy.
here.
You're happy. There you go. Now look, it's not so bad, is it?
It isn't.
I told you. Relax.
Kind of cute.
You're right. You got little cabins and stuff to live in. It's nice. It's like going back to the old days and seeing how they live.
It is. That's
Right.
what the man said. It was like a time warp.
Exactly. I told you you're going to have fun. I mean, that's the fun of camping, finding log cabins and stuff, and that's the fun of it. To see how people lived and try living like that for a day or two, and then you know what? You come home and you appreciate what the hell you have.
That's true.
That's right. You appreciate an indoor bathroom with heating and air conditioning and hot water, cold water, warm water.
No, we have all that here,
I understand.
but
I know
got
it's
a
a facility.
line.
Right, it's a facility to get to, but in the cabins you don't. But in the cabins they didn't have that. You had an outhouse, with a hole that you pooped in, but it was a toilet on top. It was like a board with a hole and then a toilet seat on it. But
Oh, that's awful.
right, but that's how they really roughed it. Okay, well in the desert that's how it is. When you go motorcycle riding, you got to poop in the desert and and bring paper in a little plastic bag, and then you burn it in the fire later. Yeah, you got to go out and find a bush to hide behind and just squat and poop. All right.
Oh, that's so funny.
But no, you guys have bathrooms and everything, so you're fine over there. That's all righty.
I guess that's it. The adults might be having their own party in a little bit.
That's what I thought. I knew now. No, since we got you on, because I asked Invisible Pippi, are there any hot young stable boys there taking care of the horses?
Not that I've met yet, but tomorrow we'll meet him. Apparently there is one.
I told you there'd be one. I told you there's always one. He's going to be about 23 or 24 probably. Big hunking guy with muscles, cowboy hat on, boots and spurs, tight jeans. You can see his tight butt and the whole business. Am I calling it Corazon? Am I calling it with a flannel shirt kind of maybe, long sleeves but rolled up so you can see his guns and stuff? Here, let me help you up on that horse, grabbing your butt and your leg.
No, the adults don't ride the horse.
Oh, they don't. Just the kids do. Okay, well that's
Just
all
the
right.
kids.
Well, that's all right. You can stay behind and ride the real horse.
I think I know why. I think I know why, because there's a weight limit of 220 pounds, and they don't want to ask people how much they weigh, because a lot of adults weigh more than that.
All you gotta do is look at him and say, you know what? You better look. Get on the horse. If the horse's back doesn't go down, all right, you can ride. like the cartoons, the bank.
They don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, well, that's all going out the door. Trump's back in office. We're going out the door with all offending people. We're going to offend everybody we can. That's funny you say that, Pippi, because on Family Feud the other night, last night or the night before, they were saying, what do women? To give you the gist of the question is, what name something that a woman would criticize another woman about. Makeup was one. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe their outfit.
Right, clothing, makeup.
tight.
Okay, but not one of those people said weight or figure.
Oh.
And I kept saying weight, figure. That was the number 3 answer, and that's the one they all needed. No one got it. And then they go, well, number 3, weight, figure. I go, thank you, Jay Francis. Oh, my daughter and I and Pippi, we've got to go on the show, and my other couple brothers, we've got to go on. We'll smoke Family Feud. We'll kill it. I mean, it's so easy. It's not difficult. I mean, you say the first thing, it's right there, man. You just gotta be fast on the buzzer. But so I'm glad you're having fun out there at Doggy Dude
Yeah,
Ranch.
quiet time begins at 9:30. I don't know what time it is
that's
right
funny.
now.
That's actually what I said, and I had no idea. I said it was lights out. You better get back to camp, and your Invisible Pippi left. Yeah. And then you called right after that, so you must have made it back in lickety-split time. Now, that's interesting how your spirit and all that can zoom over here and do 10 minutes of the show and then zoom back and call from your phone. That's great. And not realize that you were actually here in the studio. So I guess I shouldn't ask now, is it okay if I have a girl over later? Because your Invisible Pippi said it was okay. Oh, okay, crap. Oh, darn. But you're going to be riding the Horseman tomorrow.
I don't know.
I'm teasing. Now, he'll be... I'm watching him be some little pimple-faced kid. Hi, fellers and ladies and girlies. Here we go. Yeehaw!
Oh, my God.
Oh, here it comes. You know it's coming. Here we go. Is this the one? Yeehaw! Oh, damn right. We're going to ride ourselves a horsey tomorrow. That's right, everybody. Get on your tight jeans and your boots and spurs and your hats and gloves, because we going riding. Yeehaw! All right, Pippi, you helped me kill 8 minutes. Right on. I have not stopped. I can't believe I am doing it. It's 28 minutes in. I am going for 28 minutes without a pause. I love it. Corazon says hi, by the way, Pippi. She's here.
Tell her hi. I gotta go, everybody.
Oh, you gotta go? Okay, Pippi?
Yeah.
Let me turn the banjo off then, because Pippi's gotta go. All right.
Okay.
Have yourself a shit-kicking good time tomorrow, and be safe, and then just let me... You don't have to call every day. That's fine. I mean, if anything happens, let me know. That's all I want to know.
Okay.
Yeah, you're free. I mean, I'm going to be working my ass off this weekend anyway, so... And in fact, Hot Dad actually got himself his own ride down here tomorrow. So
Oh, that's
he's,
good.
yeah, he's taking the truck, I guess. So he's got it going on. So that's awesome. I love it. I don't have to fuck with that. Right on. All right. I'm filling up some more of my drink ski here. So. Oh yeah, yeah. And you left me all horny. Thanks.
I think there were some of that I saw a couple minutes ago around here. So.
Oh
that's
really?
right.
Great. And you left me all freaking horny. I knew it, man.
Oh,
I knew it. And I've been seeing nothing but chicks with bodies like you today, and it's like, damn it. Damn it.
All right.
I love you. Have a good time.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Wow. That's first on the air you've ever heard that, you guys. Bye. Okay. There goes Pippi. We have never said that on the air. What do you know? All righty. There goes Pippi. She's back. She was here in studio, invisible, of course, her spirit and everything, talking to us. But she zoomed back almost like within 45 seconds of that conversation and back on the phone. Wow. And I was right, 9:30. It's 9:30 right now, and it's cutoff time. Yeah, time for they power down all cell phones and all crap, and it's campfire time or a little story for half hour, and then bedtime. Because they're going to get them up the crack of dawn. No, they'll get them up like at 7:30, 8 o'clock for breakfast, and that good old horseback riding. I love horseback riding. Damn, that's the one thing I did like about going to the camping for 2 weeks. I'd save up any kind. I worked with a local dairy in the freezer, stocking his freezer, for $5 an hour because it was cold in there. But I didn't mind. I liked it, and I'd do a paper route and just save up all my money for horseback riding, man, because that was fun. Because it was like, at the time, I think it was like $18 for an hour, which was high dig back in the 70s. That was high dig. So I saved up. I imagine now it's like probably like $60 or something like that. Because I know locally, at the Huntington Beach equestrian there, and it's guided and it's gay and it's 30 minutes is $90 and I would never pay that. There's a place out off of the 91 or off of 215 or the 15 or something like that off Lemonite. That's like $20 an hour, but I don't know if it's there anymore. And not guided, the horses know where to go, and it's fucking wilderness and little streams and shit and fucking overhangs, and it's awesome. It's beautiful. It's awesome. Horses are a little bit treated bad, but I feel bad for them. But it's awesome for this cheap, $20, man. You drive out there. Mm-hmm. But I love the horseback ride. So much fun. It's like motorcycle riding. Except for the horse, you can pretty much almost go anywhere. Even water like 2-3 feet deep. They'll get through. They'll chug you through. 2.5 feet, I think. They'll chug your ass right through. So it's great. Motorcycle will conk out. You're not going anywhere. You got to keep going down until you find a little shallow water to cross through. But a horse will get you there, man. So yeah, so good. Pippi's enjoying it. She did send a picture of the little cabins. They're really cool looking. It's a good experience. It really is. It's good for my daughter too, because she loves camping. She really does. Because I've taken her a few times and she loves it. And I've taken just her without Pippi, because she didn't want to go. And she blew it because it was a motor home and everything that grandma had rented and all that. So, I pitched a tent because I like the tent. I don't care about the motor homes and shit. I'll go in and use the bathroom and stuff. That's nice. But, I like the tent camping. But usually at the places we go, they have a bathroom facility. Because I do like to get clean after a couple days. I don't mind going a couple, 3 days of dirty. Shit. When we were camping, I fucking kid you not. The shorts that I would wear would literally stand up in the tent when I took them off because they were so fucking filthy. They had laundry mats there. My mom would do the laundry every 4 days. But I just wore the same fucking. I said, what's the point? What's the fucking point? I'm just going out to get dirty again. I'll just take them off, and they stood right in the corner of the tent. Because we had bunk bed cots and shit. So the corners were really standing up in the corner. They stood up. They didn't fall down. They stood up. That's how dirty and scrunchy they were from all the mud and shit, and in the streams, and it's fucking fun. You were a kid. You fucking had fun. You ate dirt. You ate garbage. You didn't wash your hands. You just ate. And you didn't get sick because you built up an immune system. That's what kids are lacking. That's what fucking liberals are doing. They're sanitizing everything, making everything fucking sanitary, so we all get sick at the drop of a hat. Bang, done. You're sick. Some little tiny virus that could have been avoided if you just ate some dirt once in a while, and now you're dying over it. There has been actually a record case of deaths in San Diego from the fucking flu. 56 deaths this year from the flu. My God, people, get an immune system, and not just old people, younger people too. Unbelievable what's going on. But things are going to turn around. But these liberals and their sanitizing bullshit, and they don't know what to protest. Now they're blaming Trump's son for being in contact with Russia. It's getting ridiculous. They have nothing. The Dow has been the all-time high ever seen. Okay, companies are coming back to the United. Come on. You're liberals, you're done. The Democratic, keep it. I say to the Democrat, keep up your protest, keep up your crying, keep it up, because you're losing your party. People are. I've seen it. They're waking up. People are waking up. Okay, waking up. Their own party and saying, ridiculous. The diehard. Okay. The little liberals, the little millennials, we have to you got to understand. You want to take over. This is how the libtards, the Soroses, the libtards, the whole party. How do you make world dominance? How do you do it? Starts with the kids. Because one day they're going to run the shit. It takes 3 10-year generations. 3. They started it back in the mid-'70s. Okay? Mid-'70s. The liberalism coming into the schools. Okay? The whole business coming in. Here it comes. We're going to start brainwashing the kids. You have to do this because think about this. Okay? The 10-year-old's going to relate to the 16-year-old because they were taught the same thing. The 16-year-old's going to relate to the 26-year-old because they were taught the same thing. So that nothing's going to shake that foundation. That's the new foundation for what you got to understand. When I'm 80, okay, my daughter's age group is going to be running the country. Don't you want them educated properly? Okay? Don't you want a scary thought? That's a scary thought. I mean, my daughter's age, I think I don't know what 2007 is when she was born. If it's a millennial, I have no idea. The millennial, they say, even goes back before 2000. The people that born before 2000. I don't know. Nobody has a correct answer for this because it's all made up shit. It's just all made up. Okay? We just make it the fuck up. But it does start with that, and it takes time. And you're starting to see the chickens or the roosters whatever it is, the chickens come home to roost. You're starting to see it. Okay? You're starting to see that education that's happened. You're starting to see it. You're starting to see it. I heard something great today, and it made so much fucking sense. It's called the Moist Line on John and Ken on KFI. I love listening to those guys. They're fucking great. They're fucking great. Our Mayor Garcetti, you're fucking asshole. Playing your little commercial. My dad had a 4-door or a station wagon. They showed the station wagon, the wood paneling. Used to drive us over to Tommy Burgers for a chili dog, and then over to Carvel's for a soft serve, which Carvel's didn't even exist back then. It's a total fucking lie. And this guy is the worst fucking mayor of LA. This is the fucking worst. Okay. And I love the way they go off on him. You know, oh, you're off getting a fucking Carvel while 48,000 fucking homeless are face down in the gutter in your city. What are you doing about it? You know, a chili dog in Carvel. And this is an ad he ran even 4 years ago. He just updated the statistics at the end of the ad. It's the same fucking ad he's been running over. He just keeps running, and he keeps winning. And he keeps winning, and he's got to go because he's doing nothing. But anyway, what the fuck was I talking about, cortisone? God damn it. But anyway. Oh, so this guy calls in. He's like, people are asking, they're saying we need to train our police more tactics to deal with people who don't obey the law. How about this? How about we train the fucking people to obey the fucking law? When a cop says stop, guess what? Stop! Stop! It's the people that have gotten out of control. It's the people being disrespectful. I tell you this, and I cannot stress this enough. Do not be a dick to a cop. Be fucking cool. Be fucking cool. They are human beings. When you're relaxed, guess what? They relax. They have nothing to fear. You don't know. Believe me, I've gone through the academy. I've done time in the sheriffs, in the jails. Okay? I've seen how rough it gets. I've been in the ride-alongs, armed, the whole business, with other city police, okay, doing pullovers. You don't know who the fuck you are dealing with. And your adrenaline is going. So when you're cool, they can relax. And you can guarantee, listen, you know what? Your light's out. And if you're cool with them, they're going to say, just get it fixed. I'm not going to cite you. Just you promise to get it fixed. But if I catch you again, because I do drive this beat a lot, and I see you a lot because I've seen your car before, okay? We promise to get it fixed. And if I catch you again, it's not, then I'm going to cite you. So it's a fix-it ticket, but I'm going to cite you. Just please. That's it. They don't want to fuck with the fucking paperwork. It's fucking horrendous. All I did was fucking right. It is like 80% of the fucking job. 80% of the fucking job. I'm not kidding you. It's ridiculous. Believe me, they'd rather you obey the law and not have to. They don't want to do the fucking paperwork. It sucks. It's a lot of work, okay? It's a lot of work. But I decided, you know what? I don't want to do this. Because really, it's not worth the $35,000, $40,000 a year. Yeah, you're a cop and you can get away with a little bit of shit. You know, you're not really going to get a speeding ticket unless you're really fucking off, okay? You're going to get out of that shit. You're going to get little perks like free meals at places because you drive by, you know, every hour just to look. You make an appearance. It makes the store owner feel safe. You know, like there's always a cop around. Thank you. Oh, I feel safe. I won't get robbed. You know, there's always a cop around. It's little perks like that you get. That's the nice thing about it. Okay, you're not above the law. You have to maintain the law. All right, you catch people that aren't doing right in the law, but you can't step above the law to make a right. You have to maintain. And I tell you, I've never had a bad experience with a police officer ever, because you got to remember they're real people. Okay, they're people just like he's got a family, she's got a family, she's got a husband. Whether it's a female or a male cop, they have family at home. You know, if you know, or if they're not married, they have family that they came from. They have friends. You know, they're not all. They're just do the right thing. Okay, if you know what, you're better off admitting to the cop, look at it. I did have a couple drinks, but they were spaced apart with water. Okay, and I started at 8 and I ended at 10, and it's now midnight. So I feel like you know, and sometimes I go, you know, all right, that's reasonable. And you know, what kind of drinks? I'll say one was a rum and coke, and it was actually kind of weak. The second one, I got a Mai Tai, and it was all right. It was decent, but it wasn't enough to. And I ate. We had snacks. We had chicken wings and shit. So, that they're gonna. You know what? If it's up to, if he sees that you're coherent and everything else, and you're doing a good job, okay. You know what? That's cool. If not, he's gonna say, you know what? I think you may have had a little more. Will you step out and at least do a sobriety test? Okay. And I have done one before, drunker than the guy that was driving, and passed it. And I don't know how. And we went out. I had my brother's ID. Not the brother right above me, but the other one, because we look alike. He thought he was, because he got mistaken at the hospital when he was a baby, and the nurse got fired for it. And so then he sees my other brother come along, who's dark hair like my dad, and like the first, and he thinks he's the oddball. He's like, I didn't get the right family. And then I came along. He's like, okay, because we have baby pictures, so we can't even tell each other apart. But he is like 8 years older than me, so I had his ID. And I was making good money. We went out on a drinking spree, my buddy and I. We were going bar to bar, and I wound up spending like $180 that night, a couple different bars. I wound up being like $250 or something like that between both bars. We had a good time. But I was obliviated. I mean, there's no way I could have done anything. And we get in his truck, and he's driving, and he goes, fuck this thing, and he goes over the island to make a U-turn, and whoop, there goes the lights, lit him up, and pulled off a side street, and he's slurring his words, the whole business, the cops saw, and I just I kind of sobered up a little bit, but I'm still really like, wow, but I'm pretty good at following the pen. Even buzz, I have pretty good balance. I don't know really where the only thing I can think of where that comes from is drumming, because you always had to. I always kept it, because I was wild and I kept a balance, and I could always move, and from the adrenaline rushes too, I still kept balance. But I've always had good balance. He did the test. He failed within the first fucking 3 seconds. Okay. Cop saw, how about your buddy? He's like, well, he's not even 21, but he may have slipped a drink or a sip or two or something from someone, but because my ID, I was 19. Okay. I was not 21. I was using my brother's ID. I took my brother's ID out and put it under the passenger seat, because I didn't even want it in my wallet. Because when he asked me for my ID, I could pull out mine. I don't want to have two IDs. And you're what? This guy looks like you. He's 21. You're right. So I don't want to go through that bull. I already thought of that. In fact, my brother always told me, don't get caught with this. Please do something. Throw it. Fucking whatever you have to do. Just get rid of it. Don't get caught with it, because I'll get in big trouble. And he was very cool. And he would always drill me before he gave me who's driving, where are you going. I don't want you getting these. This will be on me, man. If you something, he was very cool about it. And I respected that. But and it's funny too, because so the cop gives me the drunk test and I pass it, and he's like, you know what? I think you better drive home, man. He goes, you're a lot more sober than your buddy, and I'm fucking trash. I am like seeing two of the cop and shit, I just focus on the middle. I kind of do the cross thing when you're looking into those pictures with the dots and you see the picture. That's what I'm doing. And I'm like, yes, officer, absolutely. Yeah. I said, I said, yeah, I had a couple sips off one guy's drink. It was a vodka tonic. It wasn't that, I had, but no, I'm yeah. So we get in the car, and I'm stalling, man, because I'm waiting for the fucking cop to take off, because I cannot drive his truck. I cannot. I am spinning. Everything is just, there's no way I can fucking drive. And we just sat there. I pretended like I was looking for something, trying to checking the lights and shit. And he finally took off, and we waited for him to go. I said, dude, get in the car. We switched seats, and he drove home, because I could not fucking drive. I just couldn't. But I passed the drunk test. So proud of that. Ditched a cop too when I was 14. Ditched a cop when I was 14. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I had a good time. My brother he was teaching me how to drive a stick. My parents went to Vegas. I asked if I could drive his car around because he had a Datsun 280Z. I asked if I could just put it around the neighborhood because we had a really cool cul-de-sac neighborhoods where there was the streets, no cops really ever a lot, and you could just cruise around in the little neighborhood there, get a little practice time in on the stick shift, get a little practice time. So he's playing piano in the front room. I goes, yeah. He throws me the keys. He goes, be very careful. Don't go out. He goes, don't go on the busy streets. He goes, you stay within this, the area there, the whole area. And I said, you got it. And he goes, and be back in like 20 minutes, please. I said, all right. He goes, at least check in with me. I said, okay, I will. So I'm out cruising. Popping the clutch first gear. Pull up my friend's house at the end of the street of our cul-de-sac, their corner house. All the guys are like, whoa, you driving? Yeah, I'm Mr. Bitchin'. Burn out, go down the street, turn the corner, come back around. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, what? They go, dude, there's a cop chasing you. I'm like, what? And sure as shit, here he comes around the corner. Boom, I take off. I go through the area because I know it like the back of my fucking hand. There's a school right around the corner, and I'm still in the neighborhood. I'm not on the busy streets. I fucking floored up the street, turned the corner, bank it. There's this area where they keep dumpsters, and they don't keep them there on the weekends. They take them inside because they do a lot of dumping. So it was empty, and I knew this because we hung out at the school all the time. So I fucking roll in, dude. I pitched that fucking thing sideways and pulled it into the concrete wall. It had one big open and pulled it in so they couldn't see the car. And I just turned the car off, sat there for a second, and I hear drive by, and I just like creep up and look over the wall. I see his lights, and he's looking. He slows down at the blind intersection of the dip, and he's looking both ways. I see him looking both ways, and he's looking around. Where the fuck did he go? And I'm inside the concrete, inside the walls where the dumpsters went, and I'm just sitting there in the car. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! And I just sat there for like 30 minutes, and I didn't move, and I just sat there. And then I finally got out of the car, and I looked all around, and I walked home. I walked into the house. My brother's still at the piano playing. I threw him the keys. He goes, where's the car? I go, it's at Excelsior School inside the bricks where the dumpster was. I got chased by a cop, and I ditched him. He's like, what? And I said, yeah. And he goes, fucking right on. Because he would have gotten big trouble. It's his car. Oh, man, he's watching us. Not good. But, yeah, I was proud of that, too. Ditched a cop. They go, why do you mean cops? I ditched cops when I was young. And I want to now show these fuckers that they're not going to ditch me. I'll catch them. I know what they're fucking up to. I'll catch all these little liberal punks, snowflake motherfuckers breaking the law. But that we need this. People, you need to obey. Citizens of the United States, American citizens of the United States, you need to obey the laws. If a police officer tells you stop, guess what? Stop. Just stop. Okay? Unless you've got like fucking 2 strikes or something and it's you're a fucking felon, I understand you're gonna run. But if you're a law-abiding citizen, just stop. Answer the question. I wish they would really bring more street beat cops back where you just walk the streets and interact with people, talk with people, get to know the officers in your area. You find out they're actually pretty fucking cool. I do a lot of work. I do a lot of work for these guys, but maybe about 3 of them are cops in different cities. And I got to tell you, they're fucking cool. They're actually pretty goddamn cool. All right? They have the funniest fucking stories. All right? They do. They have the funniest stories. But they're actually pretty decent. They don't... this one guy tells me, oh, man, he goes, if you ever get a parking ticket, because I know you guys do a lot of work and stuff during the week in the street, you don't know it's street sweep. He goes, just bring it by. I'll write it. If it's in the city, bring it by. I'll write it off. Those are bullshit, So, they're cool. He leaves his piece out in his nightstand, and I'm up there, and I went up there to work on the room. I came down. I said, listen, can you just secure it, please? Put it in your safe. I don't want it to touch it. I don't. He goes, oh, thank you very much. I totally forgot about that. Thank you very much. I said, yeah, I want you to be comfortable knowing I'm here, that I'm not going to pick that thing up and use it on you. Okay, can you just please secure it in your safe? Thank you. And then I'll go up and do the work. So yeah, I'm very respectful of that shit because I want them to trust me. Hey, fuck, I'm all about guns and having one. Hey, you're right, you're a cop, so you have to have it. But I want you to keep it away so you're not downstairs. Oh shit, did I leave my gun out? Is he gonna grab it? No, I'm letting you know. Hey, I just went up there and saw your gun. Can you please go back up there and please secure it and put it in your safe so you feel comfortable and so do I. Okay. So it's just common courtesy. It's common sense, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this country is going to go back to. It's a little bit of fucking common sense for a while. Let's look at all of the Democrats that have done things. And what they've done is basically what we're seeing today with all the snowflakes. Let's look at who in history, even the Republicans. Republicans freed slaves. Democrats created slaves. Republican is freedom. Okay, Lincoln was a Republican. All right, we've got the economy boosting in the Ronald Reagan, Republican. Okay, the liberals. Listen, I'm liberal on some issues. I mean, you have to say I'm not a Democrat liberal. I'm not really a Republican. I'm a common sense type of guy. Okay, you got to think about things all the way through and all the way around. And I'm a common sense kind of guy, and I try to think that way. But there are issues that I see that, that's okay. Conservative guys, you don't need to get too huffy puffy about that. It's actually okay. It's not going to hurt. It's it's no big deal. But like a lot of people are upset about the marijuana laws and this and that, and it's okay. It's all right. I mean, if they think about it, think about all the tax revenue they can make off it. I mean, but don't do it to death. But get some money to do some things that we can be doing. But there are issues on that I'm okay. I'm liberal on. That are okay. The banning of the straws in the bag I think is ridiculous. I think what you need to do is educate people not to fucking throw their trash into the wind. If you don't want the bag, don't take the bag. But if you're done with the bag, throw it in the fucking trash where it belongs, so a garbage man can come by and take it. Okay, so it's not floating down the sewer system. Why are we suffering for this? Because of some stupid couple of fucking assholes. And it's not just the beach cities. People need to understand that those riverbeds, they run all the way up to the fucking mountains. So even shit from the mountains coming down the riverbed is going into the ocean. Hello? It's not just the people at the beach. I'm responsible with my bags. I'm responsible with straws. I don't ever throw a straw out. I need my corks, my Coke snorter. No, I'm kidding. But I need them for my vodka Cokes. And it's better for your teeth. Because the straw, you bypass all that liquid drinking like this, and it's flushing all over. It's better to keep it. It keeps them whiter. It's better. It's better. Please. And sometimes, I will not recommend this being, again, 14. Brother winning George Wham tickets. Wham tickets. And it was 4 tickets. So my brothers, John, Joe, me, and my little brother Jerry went, and it was right. It was the same. It was the night before they caught the night. It was actually the night we went to the concert. The next morning, that's when they caught the Night Stalker out here in L.A. But we went to this Wham concert, and on the way there, my brothers let me have some wine coolers. So I put a straw in the bottle and drank it. Well, what that does, that creates a big gas bubble, and that was like, oh. But it was a great concert. Wham! I know it's Wham! I know. I look back at it now and kind of laugh and silly, but it was actually they did a great fucking performance, and it sounded really, really good. So that was my first concert, as a kid. So and my parents trusting my brothers to take my little brother and I to go, because my little brother was he was 12, so yeah, it was like, wow. We get to go with you guys and we get to drink because my one brother was 21. Yeah, 21 and 23. So, good time. But that was great. And they caught the Night Stalker like 3 blocks from where we saw the concert. When the neighbors beat the shit out of him in the morning when they caught him. That was great. I'm glad it was street justice. That was beautiful. They stomped his ass, kicked his fucking head. They beat the fuck out of him. It was beautiful. So fucking beautiful. So beautiful. T, yes, I know. We have exactly 2 minutes because the time is actually correct on this now. Thank you for reminding me. Wow, I can't believe I fucking talked all the way through the goddamn hour. Because normally I do like Pippi. So I can do stuff like cough without hitting the cough button because I don't want there to be any dead air. And but I'm glad that it's good. And Pippi will be back next Friday night. We will be back next Friday night. And awesome. So yeah, yes, T. 1 minute. Now tonight, I don't know. I don't want to have to look up this song, but this I'm gonna go out with a song tonight. This was a guitar player that I played with my brother's band. His name is Rowan Robertson, and he came from England when he was 15, and he was Rodney Dio from the band Dio. He was his protege guitar player. He taught him how to play his songs, the whole business. This guy was a phenomenal guitar player. The guitar player that I'm playing with now also auditioned for Dio at that time. He knows Rowan Robertson. He was like, that guy was fucking phenomenal. He goes, I had no chance when I saw Rowan Robertson. He goes, I had no chance. He goes, I knew it when they said they're announcing Rowan Robertson was coming into the play for auditions for the. He said, I had no chance. But he's really good. He's a really good. They remind me of each other a lot. But anyway, Rowan Roberts is a phenomenal guitar player. This is from I think I don't know what band this is from, but this is him on the guitar. He is phenomenal. Everybody have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday. We'll be back, and we'll see you next Friday for Horny Drink Friday. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.